Hi everyone, this is Diane Lam. I'm the founder of Everything Ally, and I've been working with entrepreneurs for over 10 years. And today I'm going to share with you my number one tip for you to get exactly what you want and also be a better leader. So, are you ready for it? The number one thing that you can do to get exactly what you want and be a better leader is simply to set the expectation with your team and with your business partners so that they know exactly what you expect from your working relationship from the start. I know this seems really simple and straightforward, and right now you might be thinking, well, we have a contract or we have an agreement or I'm the boss. Why do I need to set expectations and how does that actually make me a better leader? Well, you wouldn't believe the number of times I've heard, well, I thought they understood, or they gave me X when I really needed Y, or this isn't what I thought it would look like. Uncertainty around deliverables and performance happen all the time, and setting your expectation really resolves all of that. There's also a ton of research out there on how setting expectations for your team improves their morale, increases their engagement, and increases their productivity. So when you remove that uncertainty for your team, they're really able to focus on delivering results for you. And when you have that uncertainty eliminated, your team knows what you want, you'll find that you'll get exactly what you want just like that. Also, one more thing I want to point out about why you should set expectations is that in the off chance that you're not getting what you want, then you have a way to measure performance and hold your team accountable because they knew what you wanted from the onset. So, are you ready to set expectations? The first thing is, do you know what your expectations are? You also wouldn't believe the number of entrepreneurs I've worked with who don't know what their expectations are, only that they're not being met. So I want you to do this quick exercise and sit down for 10 or 15 minutes and really think about a relationship that you want to adjust and start to build out your expectations around how you how you want things done and what you expect the deliverables to look like. I don't think you should spend more than 10 or 15 minutes on this because you'll find that your core expectations will be one of the first few things that come out of this exercise. So, some areas to really guide you as you think about expectations and where you want to build them out are communication. How do you want your team to communicate with you? How often? When do you want them to communicate with you? Do you want them to communicate with you regularly at the end of a project? Or like, how do you want them to communicate with you when something is going wrong? That's a good place for them to know kind of what the protocol is. Performance. What do you expect out of your team's performance? Do you have expectations around how they behave or interact or collaborate with you or the rest of your team? Another area that you can build expectations around are deliverables. Do you want your deliverables packaged in a certain way? Do you have certain expectations in terms of the quality or the completeness of the deliverables? And a final place that you should really set expectations around is timeline. Do you have a timeline in mind? If so, your team should know about it. Or do you have some general guidelines around how quickly you want them to respond to you? These are all sample areas where you can build your expectations, but one thing I really want you to keep in mind while you're doing this exercise is that please be specific with your expectations. Saying, I expect you to perform well is not a good expectation. Your expectations really need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be objective so that if you do need to use this as a performance measurement tool, then you can, and it's a useful tool for you. So once you have your expectations outlined, you can go ahead and roll it out to your existing team. It's never too late to set your expectations. And definitely whenever you bring on a new hire or you kick off a big project or a new project with your team, you want to go over the expectations very early on. I recommend within the first day if possible, but definitely within the first week of kickoff or onboarding so that you're not leaving your team hanging too long and you're addressing these issues before they really dig into the work. So now you have my number one tip on how you can get exactly what you want and how to be a better leader. Do you do this with your team? Do you not? Are you going to do it today? Leave a comment and let us know what your experience is with setting expectations and leading your team. Until next time, this is Diane of Everything Ally. We got your back.